Hello everybody, DrMixable here, and today I have a pretty sweet game for you. This is the Castle Story prototype. Now, Castle Story is a game that was kickstarted by Kickstarter, and it's pretty sweet. It's like you build stuff like in Minecraft. I mean, there's another way to relate it, and it's like RTS style. So you like Age of Empires and stuff. So you control the people who are building stuff for you, and so you can have 3 different groups currently. This is the prototype, so this is like pre-alpha. This is like really early, so you can either have miners, which is what the 3 guys here with the arrows above their head are doing, and so you see that yellow, that is the outline of where they're mining. So the area that's left there is how they're gonna mine up until that depth, so you can kind of set it. And then I've got 2 builders currently, this guy, and they just finished building this, so they're not really doing anything. So these are all different types of things you can build, and I'll go over all that in a little bit. But I wanted to start out here. This is just a world that I kind of, had going for a little bit. I'm having trouble saving, so I probably will lose all this progress, but that's okay. I'm still trying to get the hang of it, and there'll be bug fixes or anything, so there's nothing major going on. But there is currently a problem with saving, so I'm not really not sure how to do it. I know other people can do it, but I'm having issues with it. Anyway, I just want to show you what kind of stuff looks like once it gets working, and then I'm going to give you basic tutorials. So you start out here in the center, and you got like these wooden planks here. Those are stockpiles, so you can either store 4 logs of wood, which you use by chopping down trees, or you can wait till it mines, and you see these like gravel barrels. They fill up to the top, and then they produce 4 stone bricks. So they're like stockpiles to store materials that you would use to build stuff. And this is just a really basic building here. Like, this is just as basic as you can get. And so currently there aren't any doors, as far as I know. So I just made like an overhang type thing. So I'll show you how to do. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. I want to select like this one. Okay. Whoa, camera angle adjustment is kind of tricky. So that's just really basic, something you can build, and when I come back, I will show you how to, I'll show you the basics and how to do everything, including controls, because the controls were tricky at first. I had to watch a couple of videos in order to figure out how to do it, but I decided I'd make a nice little package video showing you basics and all that stuff. So yeah, we'll be back in a second. So, I'm back, everybody, and let's see, I actually did completely lose everything I had just shown you because it wouldn't even let me open up the menu. That's another bug where if you click certain things, you can't even open the menu anymore, so you can't even attempt to save or exit. You have to Alt F4 or Control-Alt-Delete and Task Manager close the game. So, I mean, it's alpha. They wanted to get out on the 17th, so I'm happy they got on the 17th because I can make these videos for you guys. And, bugs are typical for a prototype. So, yeah, I just want to show you the main menu here. You've got New Game, Load Game, which obviously I don't have anything saved. World Editor, so you can kind of edit the worlds or make a new island. Options, which is currently only activate debug mode, and more options will be added as they get to work on them, obviously. Exit, and New Game. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. The only island currently available is Prototype Island, for obvious reasons. So then we're going to go ahead and load up here, or should load up soon. There we go. So we'll let this render out a little bit because, I've still got the see-through world and all that stuff. It's a pretty fun game. I haven't played much of it because I tried to play last night and the servers were so overloaded that it was hard for people to log in. So I also got a password reset earlier today, got everything set up so that I could record this video now that I'm home from school. Alright, so you start out with all your brick drones here. Actually, lucky that I can see them all. Sometimes they're like hiding in the trees and stuff. You can't even see them. You have to like highlight this whole area to try and find all 5 of them. So we'll have them all group up in the middle here. And I think there's a way to rename them. I'm not sure how to do it, but if you're really too picky about renaming them, you can go and search it up. So you start out, and you only have one major group here, and so you can see general and all that stuff. But you can go ahead, and if you click on these, it goes ahead and makes a new group. So now we have an axe using wood cutting group. We got miners, and we got the builders. So what you can do is you can click on one, and let's say I want to put one in the builder. There we go, I've got a builder, and I can select, let's say I want to have two woodcutters. I want to have this one. So you'd have to select the group. So now I want to select the woodcutting group. So now I select these 2 by just left click and drag, if you can get them like that. Like right there, I'd have to click 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select one. And the way you add them to a group is you left click on the Bricktron, and then you right click on the group, and it adds them to that group. As you can see, when I add to this group, it detracts from this large group. And then we'll leave these two kind of idle here because they don't really need to do anything. Now I'm going to go over camera movement. Camera movement is kind of confusing at first. So as you can see, I'm moving my mouse to all corners, and it's not moving. It's not moving it at all. And like if you left click, you see you can't like kind of drag the camera or anything, and right click doesn't really do anything either. The way you move the camera is if you hold down spacebar, you see this kind of lit up here, you can now left click and drag. So you have to hold down left click, or you have to hold down spacebar and then you left click drag. And then if you want to rotate the camera, you can you hold down right click while holding down spacebar, and that's how you rotate it. And then you can use the mouse wheel to go up and down. So now I'm going to go ahead and get some people doing stuff. So we'll go ahead and we'll get a couple people cutting wood. So we'll take these two, and what you do is you left click on the Bricktron to get them selected, and then you right click on a tree, and you can see this guy starting to cut it down. And what will happen after he cuts it down and it falls over is it'll burst into 3 logs, and he will go and he'll go and just pick up the wood. But currently he doesn't have anywhere to put the wood, because if you remember about stockpiles, that's the only place to store materials. So now I need to take my builder, and you can select all the different things here. You've got brick, which you need to mine for, half brick, which is like just a small one, obviously, stairs, arches, which is currently the only way I can think of making a door-like thing. There's no current doors, logs, columns, which are both used for supporting, planks, which need to be supported, barrels, which you can put crystals in, right, and I don't know, I kind of stumbled there. Catapults, which you can use to launch things, and we have stockpiles. So as you can see, when I select the stockpile, I made like a little box here, a highlighted blue box, and this is a phantom box. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make some stockpiles here. As you can see, he ran over and grabbed one of these logs that was sitting on the ground, and he's gonna start making stockpiles. And so now that this one stockpile has been made, you see these 2 woodcutters are coming over, and they're actually placing it on the stockpile. And as they place it on the stockpile, this guy goes and grabs the wood. Unfortunately, he's gotten stuck in there. He built on top of himself. Now there's kind of an issue with this. Hold on, let me show you something. So when you see that you have this blue block selected, I didn't know how to originally do this, but what you do is you hold right click and this wheel shows up, and you have to click back, and then you can freely move again. So the problem with this is now he's stuck, so you won't move. He's stuck in what he built because he's stupid. So you have to, if you click on a stockpile, you can either stop accepting wood, so let's say you want a stone only one, or stop selecting stone, accepting stone, so you want a wood only one, or you can delete it. So the problem here is another bug where he can get himself stuck. Not only can he get himself stuck, even if you delete them out of the way, he won't move. He's like permanently stuck in there. So unfortunately, I've got to cut the video, and I will be right back once I've reset. So yeah, see ya. Alright, so I'm back, and what I've done is I've only set 2 to be built, so that way there's very low chance that he will build on top of himself. So I'm going to have him build 2, so that way stockpiles get going, and that way he doesn't get run over or block himself. And so you kind of have to be careful because it's the prototype. I'm sure in the future it'll be easier to do that. And see, look, he's about to get himself stuck, so I'm actually going to deselect this and move him out of the way so that when he goes to build another stockpile, he doesn't get himself stuck in there. Because if I had placed one here, he totally would have gotten himself stuck. And I'm trying to avoid that at all costs because it really becomes a hassle. So, let's see, we'll place another one here, and he'll go ahead and build that one. I'm going to build a few wood stockpiles all at once, just to try and make this as easy as possible. Oh, see, there are a bunch of people in the way, so we'll take, oh, no, that's not, I don't want to select that. Select the woodcutters, and they can go cut some wood up real quick. And we can move him out of the way. We'll move him over here, and we can set him to build another stockpile, right there. No? Okay, so here's another issue. Sometimes, even though it allows you to select there, he won't actually build it. Because he can't build it, I don't know, for whatever reason. And so the way you unselect a phantom block is if you hold shift and then you click on the, you have to have a tool selected. You have to have, like, let's say you were going to build something, you have to have something you were going to build with selected, and then you shift click, like, so you have to have a blue box like this. You left click, you shift, and then you click, and it deletes it. Sorry if that was confusing. Let me just review that real quick. So let's say, let me place another one here. He can't build it, right? So as long as you have the blue box still selected, you hold shift and you click on the blue box, and that removes it. I wasn't really clear at first because I don't know, I was just stumbling over my words, so I apologize for that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some more stockpiles over here because I can't fit any more over there, and I made a total mistake by letting it become night. I'm actually gonna pause the day-night cycle here while I can still kind of see. Eventually it gets so dark I can barely see, so I apologize if you cannot see. So now I'm going to unselect this, and I'm going to go and get some more trees cut down. So we'll send them over here. And now I'm going to take him, and I'm going to have him take some stockpiles and place them over in this back. Actually, stick closer to the light here. Let's see, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Actually, I'm just going to put it over here. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to put some stockpiles down over in this corner. Hopefully, see, I'm gonna go ahead and, oops. It won't let me delete them, unfortunately. But I was gonna try and have him avoid building himself in, but I don't think he's gonna have a problem this time, because he's not. I think another reason that he gets himself stuck is if the wood is close to him, he just like picks up, puts down, picks up, puts down, picks up, puts down, and so that's how he gets himself stuck. And, oh man, he started putting wood over here. I wanted this to be, I'm going to delete this, because I wanted these to be stone only, because I'm going to put a mine over here. So you can go get more wood. You, sir, my builder, need to get another one right there. Okay. And then I want this one to be stone only as well. This is one of my woodcutters, and this is the other woodcutter, so I'm going to have them start chopping down more trees, because they really need to, you don't really need a ton of wood as far as I can tell. I guess if you build a more elaborate castle, stone seems to be the main building material at the moment, but you do want to have a lot of wood stored up, you know, just in case. So, once he builds this last stockpile, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, no, don't accept wood, don't accept it. Oh, please don't accept it. Okay, yeah. So if they're walking towards it and you select don't accept, they actually won't. They'll walk over there and then they'll just turn around. So I'm gonna move this Bricktron out of the way here. He can go stand off on the side. And now I'm gonna select these two and put them in the mining group. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a mining zone. So let me show you. Put them over here. So the way that you create a mine is you have two pickaxe options here. One is for tunnels, one is for mines. You want to select a mine. So now you've got this green selected. And if you click somewhere and drag, so you get a box. And so once you've got that, that's how wide it'll be. And once you unselect that, you see that you can, if you move it up and down. Oh crap. Well, I messed up because I tried to move it up and down, but since I moved the camera angle, it kind of like didn't know what to do. So it's only going to be a really shallow one. I don't even think it goes down a level. But that is the way you would go. Here, let me see if I can. If you want to delete a group, also here's a good way, is if you select the group and you click on this X, click the green check, it deletes the group. So now these guys, they're still miners, but this area is not going to continue to be mined because I don't want it to be. I want to make a new mining area, so I'm going to create a new group, add them to that group. They're going to go ahead and put their supplies or whatever down. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a new mining area right here. So I'll make it that wide, and then I'm going to go down. So now you can see, since I haven't selected it, I can move it up or down and select how deep I want to go. So I'm going to go right there where it has a flat bottom, because I don't want to deal with different levels in case like I fall through the floor. So once I've selected that, and I click on these guys, they'll go ahead and they'll start mining out that area. So as you can see, this has started to fill up with gravel. Actually, you guys probably can see. I actually can see less than you guys because I'm using my TV to record, and its colors are god awful. Actually, probably I should, whatever. So you see it starts to fill up, and once it filled up to the top, it made 4 bricks. So since those guys are continuing to mine, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move these guys to cut more wood. These 2 little wood cutters here, and I'm gonna take Mr. Buildy, and I'm gonna start making just a basic structure to show you how you can build. So when you're on flat level like this, if you place a block here, it's in the ground. So if you wanted to make it higher than the ground, like it's flush with the ground, if you want to make it higher, you have to place another one on top, and that's when it starts to actually go up. So I'm just gonna build a basic like box basically. So I'll make it 4, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a space here. 4 by what would be 4. Okay, so that one, I don't know if that's smart, like smart build, and it makes a half block. I'm not really positive about that. Let's see. Put this here, and I'm gonna make it like a kind of an odd shape here. And you can kind of rotate it to see if it has the right angle. And then I'm gonna put a small block here, and that should leave space for where the arch is gonna go. So I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough materials by the time this is done. But you can see he's just going over to where the stone is, and he's coming back, and he's just placing it where you put it. So wherever the phantom blocks go is where he places the blocks. So I'm actually going to cut the recording. I'm going to come back when he's finished so I can show you arches, because, I mean, you've already seen how he kind of places it down. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm back, and I've actually waited a while to let it become daytime so you guys can see a little better. It's actually not daytime yet, but now I and you guys can see better. So as you can see, he built his little thing there. It just made a hole, so I guess that yellow thing means if you try to place something there, he just digs a hole instead. But I'm not too worried about that. What I'll probably do is this guy done building? I think he's done building. I can put 1 block in there, and he should bring, I'll bring a stone over, and he'll put it right. Oh no, I don't want it there. No. There we go. That was close. And he put it there anyway. Wonderful. Alright. Can I delete this? I don't know how to... Not quite sure how to go about deleting an actual block. Oh, there we go. It's the same principle. If there's an actual block there, you shift click and it removes the block. After he mines it away. Then we want to put it... Is it down there? No. No, stop that. Stop. He's gonna dig that out anyway. Of course. Alright, nope. I don't want... Sorry. There we go. Now we got the right angle. I can go ahead and I can place a block in there. Let's see. See if he... Yeah, there we go. That'll be level. It'll look awkward, but whatever. That's besides the point. Now, I can go ahead and I can show you how to do the columns. So if I just rotate this... if you right click an object, or while you have this phantom block, it rotates it. So we're going to put one there, and I'm not going to build all the way around because I just want to show you how the arches work. So then you go ahead and you take the arches, you right click to rearrange them, and there you go. Now it's made an arch over there, and you'll see him build that as soon as he's done with the other one. So while we're waiting for him, this is kind of like a basic tutorial, so like basic how to do things and basic like things, so like the arch. I'll probably go more into depth in another video, so like I'll probably deal with crystals and platforms and catapults and stuff. That'll all be different videos. But for this video, as soon as he's done building the arch, we're gonna call it. So there you go. You see he's placed one half of the arch there. And so it takes up 1 block. So what I like to do afterwards is I like to take another single block. I can rotate my camera here, and I put it next to it so that it like fills up the whole way. So you'll see him do that here in a second. See, it kind of makes me angry because he's like going all the way over here to get a brick when he could get one from there and bring it over, or over there, both of which are closer. That's pretty precarious though. He's just walking along that one little ledge there. I think they said they were going to add dirt in the future, so you could probably fill in some of these things later on. So you know, that's always good. One thing I think is that one stone block of these shouldn't count as one whole one of these. Like half is half. So let's say you wanted to put down only one of these, it would put down half of the block or whatever, and then bring the other half back to store, or it would make it so you'd have to place 2. So you could like place one over here, and it would take only one block. Anyway, those are just my 2 cents. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer them if I can. Next video will be about the crystals and all those crystals and stuff like that, and then advanced buildings and such will probably come later. The thing is, with advanced buildings, I'd like to do that now, but the problem with it is that since I'm having trouble saving, I don't really want to go into anything too large or detailed and then not be able to keep it. So, yeah, whoa, that's pretty sweet. If I could get up there. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.